I'm so excited about my results, you guys. I could not believe it. So this week I am going to be sharing with you guys my 2-week healthy eating challenge. So basically, I have my itinerary on a list right here. That way this video is a little bit more organized. So this is the order of everything I'm going to be talking about. I'm going to be explaining what the challenge is, why I did it, and then my experience, flip page, how you guys can do this challenge, like how you can succeed, and then finally my results. Let's start talking about our first topic, which was the challenge. So basically this challenge, I challenged myself to eating only healthy foods for 2 weeks. And then also I was counting my calories using the LifeSum app. Also, I was exercising regularly. And then I tried to increase my protein and lowered my carbs. I did not cut my carbs, but I just lowered how many I was having. Thing number 2 is, why did I do this challenge? I basically just wanted to learn to discipline myself. And this 2 weeks, I have been very restrictive. And I know that that word is like, people hate it, or like, when it comes to health and fitness, because I don't know why. But I personally think you need to give yourself a little bit of restrictions in order to discipline yourself. I don't think that it's something that you should never eat something that's unhealthy ever in your life. Like, I don't think that's maintainable and it's not good for your mental health. But for me, for this challenge, I had to restrict myself in order to discipline myself and say, this is not a time for that. And yeah, it was a lot for self-discipline, and I wanted to lose weight. I'm not gonna lie, like, I wanted to lose weight when I did this challenge. And the final thing is, I just wanted to feel better, because when I eat healthy foods, I feel better. My experience, I feel like I need to go a little bit more in depth of like the kinds of food that I was eating. So I'm just gonna kind of like add a little category right here. Basically, the foods that I was eating, I did not cut out dairy, I did not cut out gluten, I did not cut out carbs. I kind of modified things. I just had like a lot of nourishing foods. So each meal I wanted to make sure that I was getting a healthy fat, a healthy carbohydrate, and a healthy source of protein. That was very important, and the protein was very, very important to me in this challenge, to increase my protein intake to help me lose weight, maintain muscle mass, and those kinds of things, and just keep me fuller for longer. I really cut out my snacks. I stopped snacking altogether. I stopped bringing snacks to work for like 3 o'clock. And when you don't have those things available, you just kind of learn to not eat them. And the truth is I wasn't hungry when I was snacking before. So that was like a really good way for me to cut calories, and just like tracking everything using LifeSum was kind of eye-opening to how much random stuff I was eating. Breakfast, I was eating like an Icelandic yogurt, granola, and then for lunch I would have, and I was also eating a hard-boiled egg for breakfast. And then for lunch, I would have, I kind of switched up my lunch. I literally ate the same breakfast every single day for the past 2 weeks. And then for lunch, I kind of switched it up. Like sometimes I would have salad with broiled chicken and like just like some veggies. I definitely switched up my dinners. Like my parents would make dinners some night, and then I would eat whatever they made, but I'd either eat it in moderation. So like they make pretty healthy dinners, but instead of eating that piece of, or like instead of eating like 3 pieces of bread like I normally would, I would just eat 1 or just not have it at all. And then I also got some of the healthy choice meals for nights that I was like busy. I stopped going out to eat. I haven't eaten out in over 2 weeks. So that was like super important to me, is no eating out. None of that. no candy, no sugars. Like, I really minimized my added sugar. I had some like in my yogurt, but you can't get rid of all of it. It's really hard, but the past 2 weeks, that's pretty much what I did. That's what I ate. And then if I had like a craving for sugar, I just would have like some Halo Top. I wouldn't eat like the full carton, but I just have like 1 serving of it just to kind of curb that appetite. And that was like very helpful to me. I was just eating like very nourishing foods. That was my goal. Also, I had a coffee every single morning with whole milk in it. That was like my treat. That's like the one thing I look forward to, and I don't think that that's unhealthy. So moving on to the 3rd/4th category, I'm going to tell you guys about my experience. And the first 2 days were very hard, I'm not gonna lie, but I was very motivated. Like the night before I did it, I just like went and got all of my stuff and prepared, so it made it a little bit easier to have things available and ready to go. But the first 2 days were really hard because I was so used to the way that I used to be eating, so it was really hard to just like stop. So the first week was like kind of hard, but I managed. And something that helped me was my family knew about it, and Jacob knew about it, my friends knew about it, and I think that was helpful because they were trying to keep me accountable, and they like all understood what I was doing, so I didn't feel pressure to have to like eat what they were eating. Definitely after the first week, my cravings were gone. Like, I didn't feel the need to like eat junk food. I was really motivated because I was feeling better and stuff. So like after the first week, I was feeling really good. Like, I was really excited and I had no cravings left. Like, I was super, super motivated. This week was a little bit harder. The second week was just, it became a routine after the first week. And I just like felt very used to what I was doing. So the second week was not difficult to say. Like, once the 2 weeks was up, I was like motivated to keep going. Like, I wasn't like, okay, it's 2 weeks, like let's go binge. That's not how I was. It was like, this is great. Like, it's a habit now, it's a routine now, and I can continue on to do this. And I think that was like one of the best parts about doing this challenge, is it just taught me a lot about self-control, discipline, and just like making being healthy a habit and a routine and a lifestyle. And even though in my head I was like, okay, I've got 2 weeks, I'm only doing this for 2 weeks, I think that like helped me stay motivated. But in the end of it, I wasn't like, all right, let's go binge eat, which is obviously not a good thing. And I'm just glad that it turned out to be a good result in the end, and I stuck with it after the 2 weeks. Now we're gonna talk about how you can achieve your 2-week challenge. So for your 2-week challenge, you are going to come up with some goals of what you want. Don't give yourself like a number of pounds you want to lose, because that is not gonna be a good enough motivation for you. You have to be like, I'm doing this for weight loss as a category as a whole. You can't have like an expectation, if that makes sense. You just have to like want to do it almost as like an experiment. That's what was like really motivating to me, is like, I was like, I wonder what would just happen to my body if I ate perfect for 2 weeks, if I exercised for 2 weeks. Like, what is my body gonna do? What kind of benefits am I gonna receive from this? And I think having that mindset made it super motivating and exciting to do this challenge. So definitely, if you're gonna do this, go into it with that mindset. Also, just have some goals of like exercising more, getting rid of bad eating habits, and telling yourself, I am only gonna eat nutritious foods for 2 weeks. It's like a mental game. You have to force yourself to do it. And honestly, you have to restrict. You don't have to restrict yourself in the long run. It's about discipline and learning that discipline in your life. I think that's super important. Something else to help you guys get through these 2 weeks is being prepared for the challenge. Tell yourself, okay, tomorrow I am starting. But instead of just saying that you're gonna start and have nothing in your refrigerator, you need to go out, get your supplies, go get some eggs, go get some veggies, go get some chicken. And when I mean chicken, I'm not saying chicken nuggets, I'm saying like chicken breasts. Cook it all up, put it in containers, have some fruit. Like I went and I bought strawberries, I washed it all, I cut them all, so that when it was like I came home and I was hungry, I went in there and my food was prepped and ready to go. It makes your journey so much easier to just go in and be able to grab your supplies and the things that you need. Something that really helps with exercise is getting yourself a workout buddy. And this could be any of your friends to schedule time that you meet every single week to get the job done, because you gotta exercise. Finally. I'm so excited about my results, you guys. Okay, so my first week, I lost 5 pounds. I lost 5 pounds in the first week. I could not believe it. So excited. However, I do think that some of it was water weight. I do think that. But the other thing that happened was I lost the 5 pounds, and I was at so I have a certain weight that when I get to that weight, it makes it very, very hard to lose weight. So like my body, it just plateaus. So week 2, I only lost 1 pound. And like, I'm not mad about that. It's just like how my body works. And I know that if I want to get past my plateau, I need to keep going. With that being said, you guys can do this. I really hope you go ahead and do your 2-week challenge. That's 4. Do your 2-week challenge. Let me know how it goes. Let me know your goals. I really hope you enjoyed this video. And I know sometimes these videos kind of get hated on, so please don't hate on me. But I hope you enjoyed this video. There's gonna be another video. What just happened? It's like a madhouse in here. Everyone's like barking and people are yelling. Oh, if you guys like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and make sure you're subscribed to my channel, because I do upload every single Monday, and I will see you for next week's video. Bye.